Yes, we can.
Coach, I think you may be muted.
You hear us now?
Yes, we can. Coach, if you can please start with an opening statement, and then we'll go into questions from our media on the call.
A lot of hurt in that locker room right now. Game of missed opportunities. Our guys believe, though. And that was on the verge of being something remarkable with what this team has gone through. Obviously started very slowly, allowed them to take control of the game. I think at one point snaps was 35-11. Had a hard time getting a rhythm, had a hard time running the football, had a hard time protecting our quarterback. But as time went on, we grew into the game. And like I said, I thought our fourth quarter effort was worthy of victory, and ultimately we came up one play short. Questions?
If you have a question for Coach Diaz, please use the hand raise function. Coach, we're going to start first with Tim Reynolds from the Associated Press. Tim?
And is there a point on the drive where you kind of resign yourself to, we're going for the field goal there, or is there a point where you?
No.
What is the thinking there? Is it all about field goal?
No. We were trying to score. Obviously we had gashed them on the run from about the 50-yard line in. We thought they were pretty whipped up front, fatigue-wise. They had been subbing. They had been losing guys, and we simply just didn't gain yards on first and second down. And then once it became third down and 10, and the way the clock was, they took a timeout late in a play clock, which at that point we could control the clock and we could kick the walk-off field goal. So, but we were trying to score a touchdown until it got to third down.
And a quick follow, you were obviously missing two quarterbacks tonight. You're missing some other guys. I don't need to explain to you the groundswell of commotion and anger in this town right now. How much more can these kids take, do you think?
Well, I don't know the answer to that question. What I know is what I just saw in the fourth quarter. When there was not a lot of evidence that we could do what we did right there and give us a chance to win the game. The guys believe in each other. There's not a person that I'd want to line up to kick that field goal than Andy Borregales. I think everyone on that sideline thought we were going to win the football game, and we had done enough to win the football game.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to David Wilson from the Miami Herald. David?
Manny, you mentioned it at the top there, a slow start, obviously, and having Tyler, I'm sure, for the offense, obviously, some time to get adjusted, but defensively, I know they have a good offense, but it's obviously something we find ourselves talking about a lot, the slow starts. Just what do you think kind of led to that today?
I'd have to look at the drive chart, but defensively, I thought they had 7, and then they got a safety, and then they had I think we had stopped them 4 times straight after that, and then they got the touchdown right before halftime. We had a poor drive. So, yeah, obviously, yes, they do have a very good offense. Defensively, to me, it was a game of missed opportunities. We had the ball in our hands on the first third down with the potential for a pick six. We had the ball in our hands in the red zone. We had our ball in our hands on the goal line that ended up being a touchdown for them. Missed sacks, and we had the guy back there and just could not put him down. Now, part of that's because that guy's a hell of a player. But it felt like we were a step away from a lot of really big plays happening, but a step away, is not enough.
Next, we'll go to Kobe Price from the South Florida Sun Sentinel. Kobe?
And first, how is Andy doing? How is he holding up in the locker room after that missed kick?
Very disappointed. The team, rallied around him. What I told you, I told the team. Our guys love Andy. They have great confidence in him, and I know the way that he is. He's built to bounce back from this. He's a mentally tough young man.
And it looked like you and Virginia's coach were talking after the game. It looked like saying something. Do you mind getting into that conversation, or maybe some disagreement you two had post game?
With Bronco Mendenhall, you're saying?
Yeah.
I think there was just a mutual respect for, the way the teams fought. Obviously, what we'd been through with the players that we found out were out this week, and seeing a guy like TVD grow up before our eyes in a big stage, national TV, and his second start, but really his first major test, and some of the plays he made down the stretch were pretty special.
Next, we'll go to Brian in East London. Brian?
Yeah, Manny, wondering if you saw the letter that President Frank released before the game, and just your thoughts on his sentiments in that letter.
Yeah, I did see it. I thought it made sense. I thought it kind of spelled out what we thought, in terms of our alignment with everyone up and down the university. So, and our goals, and where we want this program to go. So yeah, I thought it was, just it was what I feel inside of our program.
Let's do a few more for Coach Diaz. Next up, we'll go to Gary Furman from Kingsport. Gary?
Hey, Mandy, this was the first conference game, obviously, for you, but the one thing that's becoming pretty clear watching ACC football right now is that this is not going to be the last type game like this that you're going to have this year. When you try to find a positive in what's happening tonight and what happened, and, do you look at the fact that kids had every reason to quit and didn't quit, and obviously battled right down to the end?
I do. I mean, it doesn't take away from the fact that we lost the game, and that's the whole deal. There's no moral victories. But if you want to check the heartbeat of the team, and the morale of the team, and whether these guys truly believe in what's going on right here, I think that fourth quarter, I mean, there was the way we started and just the way we were having such a difficult time moving the football, and the guys didn't care. I mean, they stayed after it. Multiple guys making plays. So we got something, we do. And to your point in the ACC, yeah, I mean, there's been all kinds of teams that have dropped the game in our league. We have a chance to rest up, where we're at right now, physically wounded, mentally and emotionally wounded. We get a chance to get away and get ourselves back, and we know we got a 7-game tough stretch run coming, starting off in Chapel Hill.
We'll do a couple more for Coach Diaz. Next up, Christopher Stockton inside the Chris.
Follow on what you were just talking about heading into this bye week. How do you get these guys to continue to push forward after this disappointing start? And also, what do you make of this 5 games to start the season here?
The bye week, yeah, I mean, I think the bye week, like I said, I think we'll sort of, be able to get, hopefully some guys back that have been out. We got a lot of guys out there that were carrying bumps and bruises that kind of pushed through it. And then be able to refine, what we're doing, obviously, with the personnel that we have available right now. The 5 games have been disappointing, and there's no other way to say it. There's no excuse you can make. It's not what this team is. There's more in us. Our players believe that. I think that's what was on display there late. But again, we've got to find a way to make the plays at the end of the game. So this team will battle. This team will fight. And despite all the adversity they've been through, we were on the verge of doing something really, really special tonight, and just came up short. And so we got to take that part of it. We got to build off of that.
Our last question tonight from Coach Diaz comes from Manny Navarro from The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Manny. Curious the health of Jake Garcia and Jared Harrison Hunt and Jordan Miller. Were those bad injuries, or these things they're going to come back from quickly? Is there anything you can shed light on?
Jared and Jordan, I would suspect will be back the next time we play. Jake will be out long term. Jake will be out, I would say, through October, maybe it's back sometime in November. So that's, I think we do have a chance to get him back before the regular season, though.
Was it something that happened in practice? Because it didn't look like he was hurt in the last game.
No, that's actually the stunning part of it. It was actually something from the last game that turned out it was an ankle injury. That didn't bug him during the game. And that night swelled up a little bit, and we took pictures of it the next day, and it turned out to be a long-term deal. So,
Coach Diaz, thank you for your time tonight.
okay, thank you all.